The revelation of Prespa, a unique experience. The legend of Prespa says, Prespa is God's dwelling and paradise on earth. The exhausted Almighty Creator was looking for a place to rest a while on his land. He found such a place and had a nap. On Macedonian, Prespa. As soon as people found out about the place where he slept, they named it Prespa. If Macedonia is the most beautiful country on the Balkans, then Prespa is the core of that Macedonian beauty. Prespa, an area which opens wide horizons for every visitor, opens itself with all its beauty and is within reach of everyone who admires the unique features of nature. Come to Prespa and start a search for the untouched nature and setting. Connect the old with the new, the past with the present, the heights with the lake, the natural wild with the warm domestic atmosphere. Bind the idyllic nature of Prespa with your way of life. Prespa is offering an unforgettable experience to all those who wish to avoid everyday life and search for peace and tranquility of their soul. It is blessed by the profound historic, natural and human wealth unselfishly laid in front of every visitor. It has wonderful possibilities for development of the agricultural tourism, as a tourism type which means accommodation in country households. This type of tourism is in harmony with nature, and it is a tourism that brightens your soul and cures your body. You won't remain indifferent to the beauty of Prespa, regardless whether you are a fisherman, a hiker, a hunter, or just a passerby. Choose one of the Prespa traditional villages, supplementing the magnificent natural surroundings by their local feature and the traditional architecture, offering every visitor a multidimensional tourist experience. Brajčino, Dolnodubeni, Pretor, Slivnica, Ljubojno, Orstenje. Numerous households will be willing to provide you with accommodation in a single room or a room with several beds suitable for your adventure. You will have the kind of service you can wish for, and at no moment you will feel that you don't have enough time for all your activities. Here you will find the time for everything: taking walks, jogging, hiking, hunting, fishing, swimming, donkey riding, collecting herbs. You have a unique opportunity to feel the privileges of living in Prespa yourself. A simple, relaxed rhythm of rural life, folk customs, everyday activities, and authentic tastes of the traditional domestic cuisine. The Prespa tsironki, or salty peppers, the Prespa carp, jomleze, donuts, pies with green vegetables, beans, apple marmalades, constitute only a part of the rich Prespa cuisine, and the homemade bread, the fresh milk, cheese and yogurt, as well as the fresh garden vegetables and fruits you can pick in the garden yourself, are inevitable. Allow for the cock-a-doodle-doo of the home rooster, the singing of the birds, or the sound of the church bell to wake you up, instead of your alarm clock or mobile phone. The warm atmosphere of Prespa homes will remain in your memory forever. You will soon feel as if you were at home and will become receptive to numerous surprises offered by the countryside. Thousands of different smells, landscapes one cannot describe in words, strolls along wood paths, visits to churches, monasteries, and archaeological locations. Regardless of that which village you pick to stay, you will be able to enjoy the beauty of the Prespa Pearl, the Prespa Lake, and the amazing natural beauty of the two national parks, Galičica and Pelister. The Prespa Lake is one of the 17th oldest lakes in the world, and it is believed to be about 5 million years old. One of the numerous legends about Prespa reveals how the lake got its name. The Tsar Samuel had a daughter named Prespana, who following her father's death used to live in the village situated near the lake, named Tsarev Dvor. She was well known for her wisdom, beauty, and courage. As soon as one Byzantium nobleman found out about that, and according to some tales, it was the Tsar Vasily, he decided to ask for her hand. When he came after her with his escort, Prespana, who didn't want to become wife of her father's opponent, jumped into the lake. Ever since, and to the very day, the lake has been called Prespa after her. The lake is rich in fish, especially in the renowned Prespa carp, the minnow, and the barbel. Typical representative of the avifauna in the Prespa lake is the pelican, as one of the largest birds living on water. The only colony of the big white pelican in the European Union is found in Prespa.
Oj za tebe seke čuje I vide, to I za tebe ige pametua.
If you enjoy taking long walks and revealing new worlds for you, we recommend that you follow the marked walking and mountain paths in the national parks Galičica and Pelister. The collecting of mushrooms, tea, and healthy herbs will amaze you. You will find it relaxing and would wish to come here again. You will get to know areas particularly rich in vegetable types and animal species that you will not find anywhere else. If the meteorological conditions are favorable, from Magaro on Galičica you will have a view of the whole Ohrid and Prespa Lake as if they were on your palm. On the other hand, the 6-hour walk from the village of Brajčino to the big lake in the center of the National Park Pelister, on the height of 2,200 meters, is probably the most attractive one. From there, one can visit several villages such as Malovište, Magarevo, Niže Pole, which attract with their particularity. However, you will need a lot of days in order to walk all the paths of Prespa and to peep in the most hidden parts of its soul. This shouldn't sound so strange if we take into account that 130 archaeological locations of various periods of material culture development have been registered in the Prespa region. 95 churches and monastery complexes have been registered. In order to see Prespa in all its glamour and to brighten your spirit, inevitably visit St. Georgi in Kurbinovo, St. Bogorodica in Slivnica, and St. Petka in Brajčino. The mutual feature of these sacral facilities is that they are located in the most picturesque areas of Prespa. In the vicinity of the village Kurbinovo, on the foot of the mountain Pelister, the church dedicated to St. Georgi can be found, which, according to the wall painting, is one of the most beautiful god temples in Macedonia. The church is considered to be one of the pearls of the medieval fresco painting in Macedonia. The wall painting in the temple of St. Georgi is a synthesis of the unconnected in one whole, a link of its utmost elegance with its high expressiveness. The image of Archangel Gabriel has almost become a symbol and a characteristic of the church in Kurbinovo. The ancient monastery St. Bogorodica is located only 3 to 4 kilometers from the village Slivnica, following the stone path on the mountain Baba, surrounded by old oaks, beeches and fir trees. Behind the monastery gates, in the wide green yard, you can find a small one-winged church with high billets constructed in the 19th century. The bliss of the monastery and the nature provide a great opportunity for resting, escaping from your problems, but also praying to God. The wall painting is well preserved and possesses all the style characteristics of the painting from the beginning of the 17th century in Macedonia. The Tsar corridors and the throne icons in the temple originate from the 16th century. Inside the monastery, as nowhere else, even the whisper echoes due to the stone material of the facility, as if you were on a mountain. In front of the entrance, in a deep and wide rock crack, there is a spring of healthy water, believed by the locals to cure women who don't have children, to cure headaches and jinxing and nausea. Located in the arms of the wonderful nature, in the vicinity of the village Brajčina, you can find the monastery St. Petka. The church St. Petka has one wing. Its dimensions are modest and has a 3-sided apsis. The wall painting originates from 2 periods, the 16th and the 18th century. The newer iconostasis shows the icons of Jesus Christ, St. Petka, as well as the Tsar corridors. The monastery complex additionally encompasses the renovated monastery billets and the monastery yard, tranquility of the soul and silence that keep you as if enchanted. Take a part of the traditional and the cultural wealth of Macedonia with you, visiting the Ethnological Museum of Jone Evtimovski in the village Podmočani. Each visitor may have a look at the 180 national costumes of all the ethnological regions and 2,000 objects of the rich Macedonian culture and tradition. You will also find the magic of the palace in Resen, a facility constructed on the basis of a project similar to the one on the Paris Commune, providing the home of the paintings of Keraca Visulcheva and the Resen ceramic colony. It is worthwhile to complete your stay in Prespa by visiting them.
Mare morine se Prespo, Prespo, ljubava, ti si prekrasna.
Start a wonderful trip through the past and present and understand why Prespa enchanted the hearts of all those who visited for the first time but decided to come there again and again.
Sve che čuje i vide, to iza tebe i che pametu.